Let's read lesson number 3, Down, Down, Down. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the river bank and doing nothing. Here is a little girl, her name is Alice, and she was sitting on the bank of a river with her sister. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. So she looked at, peeped means to look. She looked at the book of her sister, but she found it boring because it had no pictures or conversations. Conversation means a talk in it. What is the use of a book? Thought Alice, without pictures or conversations. Now she is thinking that such a book which has no conversations or pictures is a useless book. So she was thinking when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. Suddenly she saw a white rabbit. Its eyes were pink. The rabbit seemed worried. The rabbit was anxious. It said to itself, the rabbit was talking to itself, oh dear, I shall be late. The rabbit was saying that I shall be late. It took out a watch out of its waistcoat pocket, looked at it, and then hurried on. The rabbit took out a watch from its waistcoat. Waistcoat is a coat that covers your upper body. And looked at the watch and then ran away. Alice jumped to her feet. She had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it. Now Alice ran after the rabbit because she had never seen such a rabbit having a waistcoat and taking a watch. She ran across the field after it. She was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under some bushes. When she was running after the rabbit, she saw that the rabbit was entering into a hole under some bushes. Bushes means shrubs. Pop down means quickly jump into. In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once thinking how she was to get out again. Again, this Alice. She was just following the rabbit and she is never thinking that how she will come out again. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way. This rabbit hole was like a tunnel and then dropped down so suddenly that Alice found herself falling down a very deep well. This hole was like a well. Either the well was very deep, it was looking so deep, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her and to wonder what was going to happen next. Now, Alice was falling down very slowly, so she has time to look at the sides of the well. She looked at the sides of the well and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Alice found some bookshelves and cupboards on the sides of the well. Here and there she saw maps and pictures hung upon pegs. She saw pictures, maps. She took down a jar from one of the shelves. As she passed, she also saw a jar. It was labeled orange marmalade. Here you can see there is a label on this jar. It was labeled as orange marmalade. But to her great disappointment, it was empty. But Alice was very sad because this jar was empty. She managed to put it into one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Now she again kept the jar on one of the shelf. Well, thought Alice to herself, after a fall, turn the page. Like this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. Now, Alice is thinking that I will never be afraid of falling down now. Think nothing of means never be afraid of, and tumbling means to fall suddenly. Down, down, down. Would the fall never come to an end? Now Alice was thinking that will there be any end of this fall? I wonder how many miles I have fallen by this time. She is talking to herself that how many miles I have fallen. She said aloud, I must be getting close to the center of the earth. Now Alice is thinking that I am going to the close of the earth. Let me see, that would be 4,000 miles down. She is making an estimate that it is 4,000 miles down. I think, yes, that's about the right distance. She began again. Now she is talking to herself again. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it will seem to come out among the people that walk with their head downward. Now she is thinking that it will be funny that if people walk with their head downwards. Down, down, down. There was nothing else to do. She is falling down, 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 down. So Alice soon began talking again. Dina will miss me very much tonight, I should think. Now she is thinking about her cat. What is the name of a cat? Dina. She is missing her cat Dina, and I hope they will remember her saucer of milk at tea time. She is thinking about her family members that they will give her some milk at tea time. Dina, my dear, I wish you were here. She is missing her cat and she is wishing that her cat should be with her. There are no mice in the air, but you might catch a bat, and very that's very like a mouse. Now she is thinking, Alice is thinking that there is no mice in the air, but if her cat would be there with her, she would have caught bats. She is saying, that's very like a mouse, but do cats eat bats? I wonder. And then Alice began to get rather sleepy and went on saying to herself in a dreamy sort of way, Do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes, do bats eat cats? Now she is repeating these three things. Do bats eat cats? Or do cats eat bats? She couldn't answer either question, so it didn't much matter which way she put it. She felt that she was dozing off. Now Alice is thinking that she is falling asleep. She is feeling that and had just began to dream that she was walking hand in hand with Dina when suddenly, thump, thump, down she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. She was just falling down, and when she opened her eyes, she found herself on a heap of sticks. Heap is a pile. She found herself on the pile of sticks, and there were some dry leaves, and the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt, but she was not hurt, and she jumped onto her feet in a moment. It means she ran away again. Before her was another long passage. She saw that there is a long way, and the white rabbit was still in sight. Again she saw the white rabbit hurrying down it. Alice ran like the wind chasing after the rabbit. Now Alice ran very fast after the rabbit. She again followed the rabbit. She was just in time to hear it say, as it turned a corner, "Oh my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting." The rabbit was saying to itself that, "Oh my ears and whiskers." It means a way of showing surprise. The rabbit was saying that I'm getting late.